Good evening, my local drones. It is I, Biogundam, and I'm back again for another video. It has been a while, hasn't it? About roughly 2 months since you've heard my lovely voice perpetrate your eardrums. But enough of that. Let's get on to the video. So today I'm doing a different type of video called Biogundam Recommends, and this particular video is going to be a very special one. So to make a long story short, I'm doing this video as a favor to a buddy of mine who works at this company called Tentai Books. You know, they're a new English light novel publisher on the scene. I know a guy who works there, and I thought like, hey, I'll make a video basically shilling one of the books they sell as like a favor to him. So, you know, hey. But at the same time, I was also looking for an opportunity to kickstart a different type of video where I recommend or introduce things I think are cool and don't get enough attention. You know, not a review or any deeper analysis. It's just a, hey, I think this thing is cool for X and Y reasons. And also I've been looking for ways to make shorter videos that I can release between my bigger video projects, because in real life I have been quite busy with schoolwork, work, and other real life shit, and I don't always have the time or energy to release videos on a monthly basis. In fact, I already have an idea what I might cover next in this series of recommends. Date not confirmed. So to be completely transparent, no money was exchanged between me and the company. The only thing I was given was a free copy of the first volume, and the second volume I brought with my own money. So I wasn't bribed by Spanish riches or had my family threatened and kidnapped by Spaniards. I was told I could say whatever the fuck I want about them. So let's get to the topic. There is no way a side character like me could be popular, right? Or side character for short. I'm just gonna read off the official synopsis first, just so you can get an idea what the series is about. I love you so much, senpai! My name is Tomoki Yuki, a second year student in high school. I'd say I'm a fairly normal student, save for the fact that everyone avoids me like the plague, because I apparently look like I'm out for blood. Ike Hamura is the only one who doesn't stare clear of me. He's your typical perfect guy in every sense, the protagonist with no real flaws that you see in any given story. Life at school was going unusual until one day, Harumura's super popular little sister confesses to me out of the blue, though she later clarifies that her feelings towards me are anything but romantic, and that she has an ulterior motive. Oh boy, getting spicy in here. I end up accepting my new role as the fake boyfriend as a favor to Haruma. Believe it or not, the moment I start going out for her, Haruma's idol tier childhood friend and my super hot teacher get involved with me too. Wait a minute, this can't be the dream rom-com scenario setting itself up for me, right? Can it? I mean, there's no way a side character like me could be this popular, right? Question mark, wink wink, edge nudge nudge. So what happens when you have a creatively bankrupt medium that is past the point of no return? You get works like side character that reaches level of generic that I didn't think was possible. Being hyperbolic aside, side character to me is very reminiscent of works such as Toradora Yahari, Bunny Girl Senpai, and Denpa Tenki na Konojo. You know, you have this guy who's a bit of a social outcast, he's paired up with this chick where everything seems fine with her, but it really isn't. And on top of that, you know, he's got one of the most popular students who looks at him with one eye open or coy-like and acts a bit peculiar around him. And, you know, you've got classmates with secrets and his teacher who's a little more hands-on than the average teacher. Oh god. No, that joke's gonna suck. Anyway, so I've read about 2 volumes of the series. I plan to read the 3rd one at some point in the future. So you're probably asking why you should check the series out. So I'm gonna go through what I feel the pros and cons of the series are. I think one of the good things about it is the volumes are very easy to read and quite relaxing as well. This is the type of book that you can read through and just get sucked into it, and by the time you're finished, you're like, wow, shit, it's done. That was quite relaxing. Also, from what I've heard, the series itself is not that long. I think it's roughly going to be about 8 to 10 volumes, so the bar to entry is not that hard, and you're not really investing much. Another thing I think is great is some of the chapters will give you a POV of the other point of view of the other characters, so you understand their thoughts and viewpoints of the events that happen in the book and other things, which I think helps add a little bit of depth to the characters so they don't feel like some of the stereotypes they can come off as. It also has nice art. I've heard the main character bangs his teacher at some point, which is kind of based. Cute girls that are at least likable, even the one that's kind of a bitch. Reads fine as well. It's not painful to read, unlike some light novels I have read over the years. And by painful to read, I don't mean the content of the book itself, but the presentation of the text itself. And for the bad side, the main character isn't that great. He's kind of like a work in progress, and I can see how it can bother people. He is like a discount Hachiman, but with less charisma and more self-deprecation, with shit like, oh, I'm just a side character, etc. And so, you know, it can grain on some people. Another negative is that a lot of the plot points you can see a mile away, especially if you have any experience with this genre. And if you're not a fan of rom-coms, this won't sell you on rom-coms and will come off as the usual high school harem rom-com, whatever the fuck you hate, and back to the good old retro days. Now, as for the actual physical books that I actually got from the company, well, one was given to me and the other I bought with my own money. I like the dust covers and the size of the book, and I like the feel of the paper. And I was told by my friend that they use very high quality paper from Spain. However, I didn't know that Spain was famous for their paper quality, but I'll take my friend's word on it because, I don't live in Spain and I don't know much about their economy or anything like that. So I'm just gonna say, like, okay, they have pretty cool paper. Aside from those simple shit, I didn't really have much to say on the matter when it comes to side character. I think it's just a very fun, relaxing light novel, and if you like rom-coms, rom-com shit, not a bad time waster, I guess. Anyway, this is Biogundam signing off, and I will see you for the next video. Bye-bye for now.